Hi everyone, I'm Grahtles, and welcome to a new episode of City Skylines. This is Kyntre Islands, and if you're new to my channel and you don't know what I do Let's Plays, tutorials, tips, tricks on City Skylines, and if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. The last time we left off, we did part 2 of our fishing village, and today we're going to finish this off. So the first thing we're going to do today is put a fishing harbor down on the end by the ocean. We need to collect fish to unlock these buildings, and just the one harbor is not going to collect a lot in a good amount of time. It's going to take forever. So because we want to get this fishing village done, we're going to need to get some more fish coming in. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this. So before we go ahead and get started with the fishing harbor down by the ocean, I just wanted to put in some warehouses up in these curvy roads. They help to bring the electricity down to the areas that I needed, and because we're on an island and we don't have any storage and stuff, I thought it would work out well. Plus visually, it just looks a little better having something on these roads. So now we're going to head down to the ocean, and I'm just going to terraform this down so we could fit our fishing harbor in without it being too high. And this ends up being quite a nice fishing harbor. I do end up putting in a fish factory as well. Next, I start running a little road network to get to it. And it's quite simple. I just connect to the 6-lane that's already there. I do end up changing this 4-lane to a 2-lane. I thought the 4-lane was a little bit of overkill, and we just didn't need it. Next, I just placed the fish factory right up in here. So now that I got that in, I place a fish farm as well down in here. So now I have to play the waiting game, and I have to build up quite a lot of fish. So in the meantime, I decided to do a couple of things. I put in a road maintenance building, and then I also put in some fire and police down in this area because I think it was lacking. Next, I realized we have a population of almost 40,000 and we have no post office service. So I decided to add a post office and a sorting center and put it right down in here because we had the space. So finally we unlocked our anchovies and our salmon, and we go ahead and add those, but I have an issue. So if we look at the fishing area, we have no anchovies. So anchovies are green and they're slow moving water and fairly shallow. So I go ahead and put the salmon in right off the bat because we have that. And then I have to make a man-made kind of anchovy farm. So I'll show you how I do that next. So I had to come down here by our fishing harbor by the ocean because of the fact that I just did not have the room up by the fishing village. So here I'm just going to make like a break in the water so it will stop the water from flowing. And it'll just be its own little alcove for an anchovy farm. So once I do this, I also have to raise the height of the inside to make sure that it's shallow water, because they thrive in shallow water that's still. So yeah, this is what I do. So a while back I made a video on how to get any type of fish in any type of map, and I'll link the description. I'll put a link in the description below if you would like to check out that video. It's quite helpful, especially when you're just starting out, that there's not every type of fish sometimes on every type of map, but that video explains just how you can get it. In this part here, I'm just terraforming it out just a bit so I can get a road down to the anchovy farm. Now, I've been calling it an anchovy farm. It's not like the farms with the circles or anything. It's boats. But because I made it into its own little area, that's why I've been calling it its own farm, because it's got its own space. Here I started running a route, but I needed to make it a little bit bigger. And as you can see, it's all green, so it's perfect for anchovies. So next we're just going to take this boat and give it a little try and see if it's 100% efficient. The best way to do it is to just grab the boat and see. So yeah, we do that and it works absolutely perfectly efficient. So next we have an algae farm. Now, most of my fishing I really want to keep to the village, so if I can fit it in the village, we're going to do it in the village. With the anchovies, obviously I couldn't do that, so that's why that went down by the harbor, down by the ocean. So here I just place in the farm here, and it fits nice. So next we unlock the shellfish and the tuna. Now the shellfish is yellow. We have so much yellow down by our harbor ocean, it just made more practical sense to put it here. So I actually moved this fish farm over to here. It just makes more sense. The boats can go around it. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our shellfish where this farm was. So now we're going to head back up to our fishing village to go ahead and put in our tuna. So finally, last but not least, we got our seaweed farm. I don't know why I want to say seafood farm. It's a seaweed farm. Anyway, so we found a place right down in here to put it, and we have completed our fishing village. So finally, 3 episodes in and we finished the fishing village. This took forever, but we got more than a fishing village. We got a whole fishing harbor down in here, which we may add to, I'm not sure, because it really looks nice, and I think we can maybe extend on this somehow. So that would be a good thing, and that would give us 2 fishing harbors, so that's not a bad idea. We did have to put shellfish and anchovies down in here. Just practicality wise, the water was not enough space up there and it wasn't producing the right amount of fish, and we really couldn't terraform what we needed up there. So the fishing village though, I think came out amazing. I love the way it looks. I have quite a lot of assets down in here, even though we couldn't fit in the shellfish and anchovies. And I mean, we have that vertical farm going on since, you know, they're local and organic and they're on an island. We got some warehouses going on. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff done. This episode though took forever. Hours and hours and hours worth of footage that I had to keep running, but it kind of gave me some ideas of what I want to do and where I want to go for the next episode. I'm still not positive where we're going, but yeah, stay tuned and we'll see what happens. So as always, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, share. I'll see you next time. Bye.